Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So let's get into the meal ideas. So this is more of like a side dish, or you could just have this with chicken by itself as a snack. Cherry tomatoes, basil, salt, pepper, garlic, balsamic vinegar, and then a little bit of sugar. Put this in the oven for about 12 minutes, and then we're gonna dump in, that sounds gross, 2 burrata cheeses, and they are so delicious, and the heat is gonna melt that cheese. Have this with a little bread, it's so good. Next, we have asopado camarones. If you are Puerto Rican, Dominican, you know about this. So I'm just gonna season up my shrimp. These are raw shrimp, but you could also use cooked. I'm gonna use a little bit of salt, pepper, garlic, onion, adobo, sazon, a little bit of cumin. Season that up. Then we're gonna start with some garlic and onions in a pan or pot. Add sofrito to that. I'm also gonna add some shrimp broth to my raw shrimp and some sazon as well. I'm also adding a ton of cilantro. You can skip it if you don't like cilantro, but it is necessary. Back to the pan or the pot. I like to do it in my pot so that I can make the soup all at once in the pot. Then I'm gonna add bell peppers, more onion, cilantro, let that kind of caramelize, and then add my shrimp. This is gonna get like nice and thick. We're making a asopao, which is like gumbo. Once it's nice and thick, add water to it and let that simmer for a while. Then you want to add your rice, and this is again supposed to be asopao, so it's supposed to be thick. Add your rice. I'm also going to add potatoes and carrots to mine because I just love it to be nice and hearty. But you can skip that if you want it to be lower in carbs. And you're just going to let that simmer for at least an hour or two and let it reduce. As you can see, it's reduced a little bit, and it's going to get nice and thick and rich and just, oh my God, so freaking delicious. This is a little bit of the seasoning mix that I did on the side. If you want to do that to give it more flavor, I will leave a full recipe in the description box. Then this is my DIY McDonald's fries, and these came out so good. So you want to brine them with salt, vinegar, and sugar. Let that sit for a couple hours, preferably overnight. Then you really want to dry them down with a towel. Fry them up, and they're gonna taste literally like McDonald's fries. I had this with fried shrimp and different dipping sauces. And then this is a breakfast idea. This is one of my favorite breakfasts because I love scrambled eggs and I love bagels, but sometimes you want 2 different types of bagels. So today I used this strawberry compote that I made myself, and this is literally strawberries, lemon juice, and sugar, and you just let that cook down until it turns into this jam kind of thing. You could also use an immersion blender to get it more smooth if you want. So I'm gonna make 2 different types of bagels with that, and then scrambled eggs. So on one side of my bagel, I'm using my strawberry compote. You could do jam, you could do strawberry preserves, peach preserves, apple, I don't know, whatever you want. I love this combination because it is so delicious. It's basically like having a pastry for breakfast. Then on the other side, instead of more sugariness, I did some cherry tomatoes and everything but the bagel seasoning. You could also do avocado and tomato instead of cream cheese and tomato if you want it even healthier with more healthier fats. But I love this combo because I get to have both of the flavors that I want, something savory and something sweet. Sometimes I'll save the sweet side to eat last as like a dessert, and it's just the best way to get a little bit of all different types of seasonings and flavors and textures in one meal, which for me is what keeps me on track. If my meals are able to have texture and flavor and color, sweetness, saltiness, all those different things at once, I never get bored of them. I'm excited to eat, and I need that extra flavor and excitement in my food. So this is one of my favorite. And then my husband brought one of these flavored waters from his job. He works in a kitchen. So I had the mango and grapefruit. This is literally 0 calories. There's like barely anything in it. And it's just a nice option if you're someone who doesn't like plain water. I would really recommend these. You can get them in bulk at Target. Obviously not the cheapest thing, but definitely worth it if you want a little bit more flavor. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Bye.